So here we go. Let's get this party started. Sales are actually up. What? Sales are actually up? Prices are down. Inventory still a problem. There's a lot of inventory. And the interest rates keep going down. What does this mean for the real estate in Oakville and Burlington? Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Rene and I run the real estate channel here in the Oakville, Burlington area. If you like this content, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of this content, please subscribe to our channel. And if there's something in here that you don't agree, you don't like, or maybe you do, or you just want to talk about more real estate, please click the link in the description and let's book a one-to-one to talk about anything and everything real estate. So, sales, what the heck is going on? For the first time in a long time, both Oakville and Burlington sales are up, which is great. And I will dive into that in a minute. The prices, they're down. October was not a good month for prices, but I'll go over why it's still okay. And the inventory still it's a big problem. There's a ton of it. It's good for buyers, but not for sellers. And yeah, the interest rates, I mean, hey, keep it going. We need more interest rates to seriously rally up the troops. By that, I mean buyers, and make this market something. Here we go. Let's talk about how did Oakville perform in October and what are we seeing right now. So when I look at the numbers, October sucked, no doubt. The average price went down quite a bit. It's down about 9% versus the previous month. So Oakville detached home roughly right now is around 1,701,000. The townhouse market in Oakville, it's only down about 1% from the previous month, which is around 965,000. And if I look at condos, huge hit, 14% down versus the previous month, which takes it to about 632,000. Not good. Burlington, you didn't do much better here. So, but again, we're just looking at month over month. The detached market is down about 10% in Burlington versus the previous month. So a detached home is around 1,300,000. So the townhouse market is around 840,000. So pretty flat versus the previous month. And condos did take a hit, not as bad as Oakville, but condos for the month of October down 7%, which takes it to around 597,000. So not good in terms of how Oakville and Burlington performed in October. The good thing, though, that I can genuinely say is that the sales are up, which is really good. There could be a correlation here. So let's talk about how the year-to-date stats is for Oakville and Burlington. This is really important and at times even more important than a month over a month. So Oakville is at around 1,871,000 for a detached. So year to date versus last year, it's down about 3%. A townhouse is down about 7%, which brings it to about 992,000. And a condo, it's down about 4% year to date. So not nearly as bad as month over month, and the condo market's hovering about 657,000 in Oakville. When we look at Burlington, this is great. This is a few consecutive months that we're in the green. So year to date, a detached home in Burlington is around 1,430,000. So it's actually up 1.4% versus the previous year, which is great news. Townhouse is flat around 860,000, and the condo is up 2% versus last year, hovering around 630,000. So year to date's looking good. We're going to go talk about the past 12 months and then we're going to talk about sales. But over the past 12 months of data in Oakville for the prices, Oakville's around 1,864,000, which is just down about 2%, which is not horrific, not that bad. Townhouses are down almost 6%, which is around 991,000. And the condo market is down about 5% over the last 12 months. So again, not as bad as what we were talking when we compare month over month. If we look at Burlington, you're in the green again. So a detached home in Burlington over the last 12 months, it's around 1,416,000, which is up 1.4%. If we look at a townhouse, it's around 855,000, which again, pretty flat. And a condo is around 626,000, which is up 1.6%. The big takeaway here, as always, is that yes, month over month, things happen. And we can't look at the market being bad just because October wasn't great for prices. Always got to pay attention to how are we doing year to date and over the last 12 months. Now, if we keep seeing negative and red month over month, then that's a different story, but we're doing pretty good. Now, let me talk about some great news. I mean, the prices are pretty stable. The great news here is that October was actually really good for sales activity. Oakville's up about 35% in sales versus the previous year. I mean, that's unheard of. And if we look at Burlington, it's up about 48%. Now we're just looking at the month of October. So that's great. It's encouraging. We just need to see more of this. And I don't want to say this was because of the rate drops. It's probably a combination of good deals out there. And we had a very slow summer too. So nonetheless, very encouraging that sales is up. We hope that November is a good month, and then we get off to a good start in Jan, Feb of next year. So if we look at new listings in Oakville, it was actually down a little bit, which is good. So there were 3% less new listings. In Burlington, there was 9% more new listings. So we need that inventory to slow down a bit, because when I look at right now, compared to last year, for inventory overall in Oakville, we are still 24% higher than last year. So that's pretty high. And in Burlington, we're around 20% higher than last year. We need those numbers to drop a bit. We need the days on market to actually drop a bit. Right now, days on market, it's hovering around that 30-day mark. It seems normal, and I think in some cases like 40, 45, 60 days is actually pretty normal. So days on market will eventually start to drop as the prices become more aggressive. And months of inventory, we're hovering in Oakville at about 4.5 months, which is actually almost 30% higher than last year. And then if we look at Burlington, we're about 3.5 months, which is about 20% higher than last year. So it's taking longer to sell homes, which is kind of weird, because you would figure that as the interest rates keep dropping, that more buyers keep coming out and that we gobble up some of that inventory, which in this case, we're not seeing enough of. But there's positive news, and with more interest rate drops on the horizon, we are due for a great 2025. I would think by like springtime, we should be in a good situation, maybe even a bit sooner for the sellers. Those are some good stats for how the market's performing. And the question is like, where is it going to head? A lot of people are asking, do I buy now? Do I sell now? Everybody has their own situation. So if you are thinking of buying, you got to look at the fact that there are lots of homes on the market. You're definitely going to get a better deal if you buy now versus next year. I feel that some of the homes we've seen that have been selling have been below market value. If you're a seller and you're thinking of selling, I say this every month, like, unless you have to sell, I wouldn't list right now. If you can afford to do a lateral move or a higher mortgage, sure. But if you're just trying to play the market, it's not a wise time to play the market. I would hang tight. I'd wait for inventory to drop, wait for more buyers to come out, and wait for the interest rates to become even more aggressive. That's when you need to sell. Now, I want to end it with some great news and more great news. If you've lived in a home for 5 years, at least 5 years, I love to always combine these stats because it gives you perspective if you have lived in the home that long. In Oakville, a detached home has appreciated 39% over the last 5 years. That's huge. A townhouse has appreciated 33%, and a condo has appreciated 23%. In Burlington, it's actually really good. The detached market has appreciated 47%. The townhouse market has appreciated 45%, and the condo market 33%. So if you've lived in a home for 5 years or more and you're thinking of buying and selling, good. It's a good opportunity for sure. The equity's there in your home. So I hope this video helps you understand where the market is and where it's going. I love putting out these videos out there for you. And please, if there's anything else that you need to go over or you want to talk more real estate, click the link in the description. I'd love to connect for a one-to-one. Don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. We live here, and so should you.